Tomorrow, Pope Francis will head to Marseille, one of the main coastal cities in the south of France. This trip is not an apostolic trip, but rather one to address an issue important to him, similar to when he traveled to Strasbourg in 2014 to visit the European Parliament and the Council of Europe.
Sono andato a Strasburgo, andrò a Marseille, ma a Francia no. C'è un problema che a me preoccupa, che è il problema mediterraneo. Per questo vado a Francia. Il criminale, lo sfruttamento dei migranti.
Pope Francis is closely following the situation of migrants in Europe. This theme will be very present in this trip as it coincides with one of the largest migratory waves experienced in Europe in recent years. A week before the trip, almost 12,000 people arrived in Italy from Africa. On Saturday, the Pope will be present at the final session of the third edition of the Mediterranean meetings that will include the participation of about 70 Catholic bishops and young people of all faiths. Among the topics discussed will be migration, poverty, conflicts, and environmental issues. A day earlier, on Friday, Pope Francis will participate in a joint prayer with other religious leaders near a memorial dedicated to sailors and migrants lost at sea. This trip will be a continuation of the appeals the Pope has made for migrants throughout his pontificate. It will take place against the backdrop of the serious migration crisis that Europe is experiencing. Before leaving Marseille, the Pope will celebrate a Mass that will also be attended by the President of France, whom he will meet hours before. When we receive a head of state in France, like the Pope, who comes to celebrate Mass in the stadium, I consider it my duty. I'm not going as a Catholic, I'm going as President of the French Republic, which is indeed secular. I will go out of respect and courtesy, and I will have my place there, as many of my predecessors have also been able to go. I myself will not practice my religion at this Mass, and that is common for me. Sometimes I go to religious events, whatever the religion, for these sorrowful or more joyful events. On this quick trip, Pope Francis will make his second visit to a French city and become the first pope in 5 centuries to travel to Marseille.